Back in Chicago Stadium, we're set with the introductions. Here's Ray Clay.
Now for tonight's lineups. First for the visiting New York Knicks. At forward from Kentucky, 6'8", Kenny Walker. From UCLA at forward, 6'8", Kiki Vandeweghe. At center from Georgetown, 7 foot, Patrick Ewing. A 6'1" guard from West Texas State, Maurice Cheeks. And guard from Minnesota, 6'5", Trent Tucker. The New York Knicks are coached by John McLeod, assisted by Paul Silas, Jeff Van Grundy, and Bob Salmi. The trainer is Mike Saunders. The starting lineup for your Central Division champion, Chicago Bulls. Head forward from Clemson, 6'10", Horace Grant. A 6'7" forward from Central Arkansas, Scottie the man in the middle from San Francisco, 7'1", Bill Cartwright. A 6'2" guard from Notre Dame, John Paxson. From North Carolina, head guard, 6'6", Michael Jordan. Bill Jackson. He's assisted by
for the first
Tex
time
Winter.
since December, the Bulls have a losing streak. They dropped 2 games in a row back in December. They lost a home game to Portland, and then they lost to the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bulls coming in tonight after losing consecutive games to San Antonio and Philadelphia are trying to halt this mini losing string. The Bulls, of course, started the season losing the first 3 games, and that's their longest losing streak of the year. But they still have the best record in the Eastern Conference coming in, 55-20. They are 32-6 on the home court, and of course they've won all 3 games so far against New York this season, including that come-from-behind win at Madison Square Garden last week.
That was a good one for the Bullies. That was unexpected, Jim. You get down that far on another guy's court. I don't care who they've got playing. It was a 24-minute game, and the Bulls were able to come back. They did an outstanding job of digging it out. I thought they really got back doing it defensively. John McLeod has done a fine job since he's been promoted to head coach of this club. Came from Dallas and TV and other words, and here we go. Dusteroo.
We've got no protection, John.
No protection.
Boy. This is one of those games we have to hunker down and take it. We didn't have our umbrella with us.
We have nothing with it.
We have nothing tonight to protect us.
Look at my suit.
179th consecutive sellout crowd for the Bulls. And Cartwright and Ewing go up, and a quick tip by Patrick Ewing. The Bulls have it. So that's a good start. The Bulls looking for a good start. They got off to a pretty good start against the 76ers the other day. Had a 15-point lead in the first half, but lost it in overtime as it turned out. And that was a Sixer team without Charles Barkley. Pippen fires and hits the shot from the right of the key. Tonight, New York is shorthanded also. Charles Oakley not available. He's out with a knee injury.
That's a big portion out of your lineup. That guy controls the boards for him.
Vandeweghe ties the game.
That's the way he opened up in New York, hitting that long outside jumper.
Paxson on the push, got bumped. scores the basket, and he'll go for a three-point play try.
Bulls come right back, Jim. They'd like to up-tempo this game, knowing they're dealing with a shortened bench down on the Knicks sideline. But Johnny Pax on the drive.
New York without Gerald Wilkins. He's on the injured list.
Pax doesn't get to this stripe very often. Most of his sniping is done outside.
But he's a good free throw shooter,
sir.
and he puts the Bulls up by 3. Maurice Cheeks against Paxson. Trent Tucker out front against Jordan. Tucker did not play in the Bulls' victory at Madison Square Garden last week. Off the drive, Van de Wey. Now Ewing in on Cartwright. Patrick Ewing brings the Knicks to within 1. New York, a good road club. They are 1 game under 500 on the road. For a long time this year, they had a better road record than home record. Scottie Pippen. A pitch out to Jordan with 12 on the shot clock. Jordan against Tucker. Rims it no, and Walker the rebound. New York coming back looking for the lead. We near the 10-minute mark for the first quarter. Ewing over Pippen. And Bill Cartwright, the Bulls rebound. Scottie Pippen back looking to see if he has anything in transition. He does not, and so the Bulls get into the half-court set. Grant in the post against Walker. Tough shot, but a foul on Walker. That's his second. I don't know what kind of play they were running, but Bill Cartwright ended up right there in some heavy congestion with Grant.
Bill was in the post, and then Horace Grant came in the post up also. He took 2 steps to the middle. You see all of the people down low. And as he turned around, he got Horace on the left hand.
2 fouls on Walker.
Horace with the first point for him tonight. First free throw.
Horace Grant, Scottie Pippen, and Bill Cartwright in the last few weeks all improving at the foul line, and it's coming at a good time because these 3 guys were all under 70%. Horace splits them. The Bulls lead is 2. Trent Tucker against Michael Jordan. Cheeks guarded by Paxson. The shot clock at 10. Pass loose, and the Bulls have it.
This has been a bugaboo for the Knicks. Turnovers.
Paxson pushing, punches into Cartwright. Bill juggled it, now works on Ewing. Rebound loose. Cartwright grabs it. Scottie Pippen around the Cartwright screen. Paxson takes up slack all the way, and he hits the shot off the glass. Pax with 5, and the Bulls lead it by 4.
Pax had 5 early in the Philly game. Didn't see much action at the end. Comes out firing.
Here's Ewing against Cartwright. Patrick Ewing with 4 points. New York within 2. The Knicks beat the Pistons over the weekend. That helped the Bulls. In fact, that officially clinched the Central Division Championship for the Bulls.
Bulls haven't won a game since they clinched. Oh. Well, about the same thing that happened on the other end. That went into good hands, though. Big Daddy Tom Borwinkle. He knows how to pass that ball.
Kiki Van de Wey gives it up to Tucker. Now it's Cheeks with 12 on the shot clock. Tucker over the top into Ewing. Ewing doubled, and Grant spikes the ball away to Tucker, though. What a break. Same kind of deal happened in overtime against Philadelphia the other day.
That's right. Hersey Hawkins tried to pass. It came right back to him. He shot it in, beat the clock, and put him up by 3.
And Horace hit that one. Here's Pippen looking in. There's no spacing at all. Van de Wey able to go back and front the postman. Here's Scottie Pippen out to Jordan. Michael launches a 3.
Oh, he breaks in the scoring column with a 3, Jim.
It's a 3-point lead for the Bulls. 250 to Charitables from True Value. Trent Tucker, who has that 3-point ability. Working around a Ewing screen. 9 on the shot clock. Tucker into Cartwright. And Horace Grant the rebound. Bulls push in transition. Paxson on the left side, checked by Cheeks. No, he isn't. Scottie's there to clean up, though. Scottie Pippen puts the Bulls up by 5. Cheeks looking for Ewing. Ewing against Cartwright. Goes around him baseline. Grant a block, and Jordan clears it. Bullet pass to Pippen for the jam.
What a pass, what a slam. Wow.
John McLeod's going to take a timeout. Tucker comes into the front court, and they call the timeout. It's a 20 with 7:24 left. John McLeod was hoping that his club could sustain play for the next minute or so till they got inside of the 7-minute mark, and then they'd have that mandatory timeout. But he's electing to use a 20 here with 7:24 left.
Michael Jordan came down on the right side after that block, and he almost a blind bullet pass to Scotty. Scotty had enough to get up and go with the left-handed stuff, and John McLeod called it 20. John McLeod wanted us to mention that he's an uncle now. Elizabeth Ann McGroder, John's brother-in-law and sister-in-law, Susie and Pat McGroder, had a little baby girl, and he said, if we get a chance, can we mention it? Sure can, John.
He's visiting with Hank Armstrong.
But I think what he was saying, it was Horace was illegal on that play coming over. That's when he started to holler a little bit. He'd like to get a call because that would open it up for Patrick Ewing down low.
New York with 19 to shoot, and Cheeks to make the inbounds pass. It seems like every time the Bulls take the floor, they're going against a former Chicago prep star.
Yeah.
That was the case here with Philadelphia the other day. Hersey Hawkins, Ron Anderson, Ricky Green. Here's Vandeweghe with 4 to shoot into Walker. Jordan high for the rebound. It's a 7-point Bulls lead. They have run off 7 in a row. Jordan against Tucker into Cartwright. Over Ewing. And Walker the rebound. Cheeks controlling for the Knicks. Takes the outside shot. It's a 5-point game. Maurice Cheeks with his first 2.
Bulls would like to establish Cartwright back in the scoring column. They stayed with Pippen and Michael late in the game, and they'd like to get back to their guys downtown.
The Bulls go inside, but it's 2 Pippen against Vandeweghe. 8 on the shot clock. Scotty all the way in with a flip, and a foul called on the pass off. It's on Walker. That's his 3rd. 3 team fouls and a timeout with 6:23 left in the quarter. It's the Bulls by 5 at 15-10. It is Miller Lite Fan Appreciation Day on Sunday the 21st at 2:30. The Detroit Pistons are here, and the first 10,000 fans 21 and older receive a Bulls seat cushion and the chance to win other prizes courtesy of Miller Lite.
Now Scotty will inbound the ball. There's Bill Cartwright. He's got a couple rebounds already.
The Bulls have out-rebounded the Knicks 6-3.
Bulls are tough when Michael folds back in and helps rebound. Really tough.
Off the inbounds, it's Jordan against Starks, who's in. Jordan a pass into Horace Grant, shooting over Quinnett. So Brian Quinnett, who had the hot hand in New York last week, in the lineup now for the Knicks, and he replaces Kenny Walker, who picked up the 3 fouls. Here's Vandeweghe against Pippen. Quinnett pressured by Horace Grant. Shot clock at 8. Starks goes inside, and a foul on Pippen. They tried to punch into Vandeweghe, and Scottie Pippen with his first.
They talk about Michael folding back in the rebound as we take another look at Scotty just reaching over the top. He tries for the steal. He had, what, 7 steals in that game Sunday.
Here's Cartwright with a steal.
Hey, Bob. How about that?
And now Jordan takes it back in on Starks. Hello.
Yes.
John Starks is saying, I saw enough of this last Thursday. Timeout New York with 5:38 left in the half, or in the first quarter, I should say. It's the Bulls a 9-point lead at 19-10. The first Bulls home playoff game. Every fan receives a Bulls pennant courtesy of Bullseye Barbecue Sauce. Well, when the Bulls run, they're awfully tough, and they're running early, John. They're getting out in transition.
You're right, Jimmy. They've done a good job. Fast break points for the Bulls, 7. Scotty has 4 of them. And they do it on either the quick rebound or the turnover like they did that last time when Bill Cartwright stole the ball.
Cheeks getting pinched off. Shot clock at 8. Now Cheeks tries the lane again. It opens it up for Starks. Nice play. Starks with his first basket. Nice play at this end.
Yeah, nice play.
That's what the Bulls do when guards shoot from long range. They run out.
You know, Michael's got a 3-point shot and 2 posters. 2 slammeroos.
To be autographed at a store near you later. Brian Quinnett gives it up to Cheeks, and now Starks, Ewing, and Vandeweghe for 3. The long rebound to Starks, and his follow brings the Knicks to within 7. Scottie Pippen on the run ahead, and it's out of bounds to New York.
Bulls are looking, though. They're trying to get it down quick. Take advantage of that when a guard shoots.
That's right, John. You know, no coach likes to see turnovers, but when you're aggressive with the ball and you turn it over.
If you turn it over and going for 1, 2, or 3 points,
yeah,
you're okay. But you throw it on the sideline with nothing to do. Bugs.
Here's Starks for 3. Big
Hey,
bucket.
how about him? 3, 5, 7 for him in a row, huh?
And New York within 4. Michael Jordan against Starks. He's doubled. Pippen sidesteps Ewing. Count the basket. And Scottie Pippen is on the line. No basket, Hugh Evans says. Foul occurred while he was on the floor, and Patrick Ewing has his first.
Boy, Scottie gave him a great fake. Michael, when he was doubled, gave it to Scottie. Scottie went up to fake. Underneath, he got bumped.
Now the Bulls have it in play. Horace Grant handing to Jordan. Michael trying to turn it in. Off to Grant, in with a hook on Quinnett. Horace, his own rebound, blocked by Ewing. Loose ball foul on Grant.
Horace very active on that play, and he didn't see Ewing. He had the nice little hook shot. John McLeod fired the ball back down here to Paul Mahal. Like it was a good play. Paul laughing a little bit at it.
Now the Knicks have a chance to cut it to 2. Or 1 if they elect to go long range. Cheeks. Jordan the rebound. On ahead to Pippen. Here's Michael Jordan, another 3 try. And Cheeks claims the rebound for the Knicks. 21-17 Bulls. 3.5 left in the first quarter. In they go to Vandeweghe. Return feed to Starks. Things are open for Ewing. Patrick Ewing has 6, and New York is within 2 after the Bulls had jumped out to that 9-point lead. Bill Cartwright playing the ball to Grant, and a foul on Quinnett. New York is over the limit.
New York personal foul, 23, Brian Quinnett.
Mark Jackson coming in for the Knicks, and Maurice Cheeks going on.
Mark Jackson replacing Maurice Cheeks.
You know, John, you talked earlier that it's important for the Bulls to get Bill Cartwright established offensively in the post. We need to also mention that the last 2 games, the problem the Bulls were having is not that, you know, it's anything Bill can't do, but hey, he's going against David Robinson Friday night, and then he's got Manute Bol for the most part on Sunday.
You're right. You're right. It was just not the times to go to the man when Bol was in the game, and then Robinson, of course, you get underneath. He had 5 block shots the way it was.
Horace Grant with the second one. Missed them both. New York a chance to tie. Here's Starks finding Mark Jackson, who finds Quinnett. And that's what he did in New York the other day. But this one is at 2. The game is tied at 21. The Knicks have scored 9 in a row. Off the ball, a foul on Starks down in the post against Jordan. And John Starks has his first. Michael Jordan shoots 2.
Michael Jordan to the line. Shoot here.
You know, this team has been in 8 overtime games, Jim. They're 6-2. Philly was in 8. They're 8-5 in overtime games. So these 2 teams played 21 overtime games.
Something.
The Bulls have been in 2
in 1
and
week.
They've been in 2 in 1 week, and they've both been on Sunday afternoons.
They've lost them both.
Lost them both.
Horace Grant is out with Cliff Livingston in. The free throw for Jordan puts the Bulls up by 1. There's a big game in the Western Conference tonight down in the Summit. Houston playing Portland. they will meet again in a few days in Portland. So they've got 2 games head to head. You talk about a benchmark game and a couple teams trying to posture for an upcoming playoff matchup, perhaps deep in the Western Conference playoffs. Those two. Jordan splits them. Mustaf with the rebound. Gerard Mustaf, who has come in, and now Starks against pressure, coughs it up. Jordan has it. Bulls back on the run. Pippen to Armstrong over Jackson. Livingston the offensive rebound, back out to Pippen. Cartwright to Jordan, in to the baseline. Now Michael back inside and draws the foul.
Could be on Starks again, possibly. No,
it's on Mustaf.
Michael went left, right, came down the baseline, and Mustaf got him. So he'll shoot the 2 free throws. The Bulls have missed 4 free throws in the first quarter, and that has been a bugaboo for them. They don't get to the line that often. Michael missed 4 out of his first 6 on Sunday afternoon. He came through strong, missed 1 near the end, and that's where the Bulls have lacked.
2 free throws for him here. He's got 9. The first one's good, so he's got 9 points in the game. 2:23 left of the opening quarter. The Bulls have a 3-point lead. Against the press, it's Starks. And Mustaf's pass up in the air. He was able to keep it away from Armstrong. Mark Jackson. Quinnett spots up. Livingston the rebound. Armstrong on the push. Scottie Pippen against Quinnett. Michael Jordan against Starks. On the move across the lane, draws the foul, and Jordan shoots 2.
That's on Starks that time, Jimmy. He's got his second. So the Bulls capitalize again, pushing the ball up court after a missed shot out of the corner. Frank and Mickey Marin are retired and watching in Englewood, Florida, and Joel, Pam, and Marin are here. Their 10-year-old grandson's birthday today.
Michael hits the free throw, so at the foul line the Bulls are pulling away. They've got a 4-point lead. 1:57 left in the first quarter. Jordan shooting for his 12th point. Chicago by 5. Their biggest lead has been 9. Here's Patrick Ewing on the dribble. Starks in the lane. They handle the Bulls pressure no problem. Starks with 9 points off the bench. 1:45 left to go.
Michael up.
Drops it for Cartwright.
Oh yeah. Oh, beautiful play off the alley-oop. Michael gave eye contact to Scotty. It wasn't there, so he flipped it right back down to Cartwright. He hit a deuce about 4 feet in front of the hoop.
Miss steal Pippen. Now Quinnett to Ewing. And Armstrong the rebound with a 1:20 left in the quarter. DJ had a lob to Pippen, goes back out to Jordan instead. Michael in on Starks. He didn't have the angle for that.
He didn't. He was almost run off the play. He hits it off the glass and in.
How did he do that? How did he bank that shot?
You know, I'm glad a nationwide audience gets to see some of the things you and I get to see every night.
Here's Jackson in on Armstrong. And out of bounds was Starks, so the Bulls have it with 53.7 left in the first quarter. Craig Hodges coming on for the Bulls. Michael Jordan going out. No. Michael stays. Craig stays on the sideline. He'll come in if he gets an opportunity. Armstrong against Mark Jackson. Pippen guarded by Quinnett. Shot clock at 13. Cartwright against Ewing. Nice move by Bill, but Ewing's there for the rejection. They call goaltending.
You're right. Bill showed him a good move. He likes to shoot the right-handed hook, so he gave him a real strong head fake, and he bit for it. Ewing bit the head fake, and he comes around, makes a little move. Ewing puts it away, but Bill's already got 2 in the bank.
Contact and an offensive foul. Scottie Pippen taking the charge on Gerard Mustaf.
Scotty waited and had the O call at half court. That's where you spread out, take position, and go O as you go down.
It's Hodges for Cartwright. Jordan stays in with 31.9 left in the quarter.
Cliff, you got the big guy. Comes Will.
But not for long.
Yeah.
Shot clock at 16, about 7 difference. Craig Hodges looking in. Armstrong to Pippen. Quick move. Oh, man, he was going for jam on Ewing and drew the foul.
You know, it's a wonder. That's his second foul. That's a wonder you don't get a broken hand on it. Scotty loaded up as they went to one side, swung it around the other side. Ewing said, I had all ball. Scotty comes up, beats his man, and boom. I remember Wilt Chamberlain did that to a guy, Gene Wiley, who played with the Lakers. He went up to block Wilt's shot, and Wilt took his hand and smashed it on the rim. And he got a broken hand out of it. Scotty going to shoot 2 here.
I tell you, that last replay that we had,
it looked like
he did. Patrick Ewing had an argument. So Scottie Pippen hits the first of 2. Purdue is in for the Bulls, and Jordan is out. Eddie Lee Wilkins coming in for New York. Patrick Ewing going out. 14.4 left in this first quarter. The Bulls now on a run. They've opened up a 10-point lead after the Knicks had caught them at 21. New York ran off 9 straight points to get even at 21. Scottie Pippen 7 points in the game. Short, Mustaf the rebound. New York with plenty of time to come down and get one. Here is Starks under pressure of Hodges, and a foul on Hodges. The Bulls had one to take. Craig Hodges with his first. Let's pause for station identification.
This is WGN-TV Chicago, America's #1 sports station.
With our producer-director, Skip Ellison, this is Jim Durham with Johnny Kerr in Chicago Stadium. 6.8 left in the first quarter. The Bulls leading by 10, and New York to throw in. Starks to Jackson. Jackson runs into a crowd. A pass to Wilkins loose. Livingston digs it out for the Bulls. Good hustle by Cliff, and after 1, it's Chicago by 10. 33-23, the first quarter score. Can enter the American Airlines Playoff Takeoff Sweepstakes, brought to you by Coca-Cola and American Airlines. You can see every game the Bulls play in the 1991 NBA playoffs, home and away. Other prizes include Bulls home playoff ticket packages and Bulls merchandise. Here's how you enter. Send a postcard with your name, address, and phone number to American Airlines Playoff Takeoff, 332 South Michigan, Suite 600, Chicago 60604. Second quarter underway. The Bulls leading by 10. Mark Jackson to Vandeweghe against Pippen. Shot clock is at 8. Now it's Wilkins against Purdue. Eddie Lee Wilkins on the fadeaway, and Cliff Livingston the rebound.
Cliff's made his presence felt here in the short time he's been in.
Cliff usually makes it happen, digging out loose balls and getting on the glass. Pippen to Hodges. Craig with a 2-try, and it's Wilkins the rebound. A long play off the floor to Starks, who's got the basket. Starks got 11. Armstrong out front around a Livingston screen. Shot clock is at 10. Here's Purdue grabbed by Wilkins. Eddie Lee Wilkins with his first foul. First team foul.
He got a hand on Will's back, and he tries to take that number 3 right off his jersey. That would go with his 4-5. Say he's got 2, 3,
4, 5.
Yeah, 4, 5. So that would make sense. He would like to have those other numbers.
Here's B.J. Armstrong over the big man Wilkins, and the ball on the floor. It's grabbed by New York. A hoop makes it a 6-point game. Brian Quinnett delivers. Quinnett with 4. The Bulls lead is 6 and 10:30 left. So far, this game has the same appearance as the last 2 at home.
Bulls in Strugglesville right now, huh?
when the bench enters the lineup. Armstrong, 10 on the clock. Purdue against Wilkins. And the rebound to New York. A hoop makes it a 4-point game. Mark Jackson all the way inside. New York with 6 straight points. B.J. Armstrong counters off the glass, no, and Quinnett the rebound.
Bulls have what, missed their last 4 shots?
Yep. Here's Vandeweghe out to Starks. Now Quinnett over Livingston. Eddie Lee Wilkins the follow. New York within 2. 8 straight points for the Knicks to start the second quarter, and Phil Jackson has to take his 20. And Phil Jackson has seen this before lately. While we have a moment, this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Bulls and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Bulls.
Jim, I got a note here from a viewer that said they've been watching the games and they noticed players wearing tight shorts under their uniform pants. Michael Jordan and Cartwright. Now, are these players injured or are they purely for looks? That's from Karen McLaughlin Barnett. I asked the coach before the game and they said, well, if they feel good, they look good. That's about it. He says, I can't tell you anymore. I don't think they help them, but feel good, look good. There we go. There's a shot of Mustaf with his and into the game. Gary doesn't get there yet, does he?
Gary Grant, or Greg Grant, I should say.
Yeah.
Gary Grant, by the way, back, right, with the Clippers. Finally came back from his injury. Here's Pippen. The shot over Vandeweghe. Finally, the Bulls score here in the second quarter. Scotty with 9. Quinnett against the pressure. Jackson, 12 on the shot clock. Wilkins swings to Jackson, 7 to shoot, a 3 try, rimming no, rebound to Purdue. Off to Armstrong. Now the Bulls with Pippen up the middle, trying to get something in transition. A loose ball to Hodges. Pippen has it. Armstrong against Jackson, takes up slack all the way to the hoop.
Well, good to see BJ get that monkey off his back. He's missed a couple shots here and he pops that one in to give the Bullies a 6-point lead.
First 2 points off the Bulls bench tonight. 8:35 left to go in the half. Shot clock is at 10. The Knicks still on the perimeter. Quinnett against Livingston.
Didn't know what to do with it, did he? Until he said, I better put this baby up. Good touch. Great touch.
Here's Pippen shooting on Vandeweghe.
Talk about a great move and a great touch. He went hard to the baseline and came back, took a peek off the glass.
That's 11 points for Scotty, and now we get a timeout taken by the Knicks. 8:08 left to go first half here in Chicago Stadium. Phil Jackson and the Bulls lead it by 6. Bulls' first 3 playoff games go on sale Saturday at 10 o'clock at the stadium box office. All Ticketron outlets or by calling 312-902-1919. There's a limit of 4 tickets per person. Tickets will be lettered home game A, B, and C. Dates, times, and opponents, of course, to be announced after the regular season ends. But it is that time of year. Now Greg Grant, the little guard, has come in, 5'7", to add to that New York scoring off the bench. They lead the Bulls 21-2 in that department. Mark Jackson guarded by Hodges. Vandeweghe launches the long one, but off the ball a whistle and a foul on the Bulls. Will Purdue. First foul on Purdue, first team foul against the Bulls in the second quarter, and now the Knicks to come in. Jackson against Hodges. Into Wilkins, in on Purdue.
Offense.
No basket.
Horse apiece, right?
Second foul on Eddie Lee Wilkins.
Wilkins said, Purdue's not letting me get position. Then he gets called on a foul. He says, okay, now this time I'm going to take it to him and draw a second foul. He gets it in, takes a move to the center, goes, jumps right in his chest. You can't do that. You're not supposed to.
On the turnover, the Bulls look to go up 8. Armstrong in the post. How about this on Grant?
Oh, yeah.
And Purdue with a tip. Will Purdue trying to collect.
Yes, he did a good job of it, Jim. He couldn't get the handle on that baby, but once he did, he hammered it home.
Now it's the Bulls who are on a run. This is good that the Bulls bench gets the game back in hand. Pippen a steal. See you later.
Yeah. Hey, they weren't going to catch him. Scotty says, you're not going to, you can't touch this.
Jackson under pressure. Ahead to Vandeweghe. In on Purdue. Kiki Vandeweghe has 4.
That quiets him down a little bit, doesn't it? Yeah, that was something. Armstrong went down, tried to post Grant up, had the advantage, and then Will came out, got the slam.
Will Purdue into Hodges against Jackson. The rebound to Purdue. Again the follow. Blocked. Cleared by Jackson. The Knicks coming back, trailing by 8.
3. No, he had it.
He sure did. Vandeweghe takes the shot from out front. Purdue the rebound. Hodges working on Jackson.
Show Mark Jackson some of his own moves there. Craig known as a shooter, but he can handle the ball, and he's really a great passer.
Here's Pippen. His bailout pass is out of bounds. Scotty got in the air.
Big Daddy's 2 for 2 tonight.
And Tom Borwinkle made that play over here on the Bulls radio side.
He's laughing it up. Tom's got 2 for 2. That's more than Mata let him touch the ball when he was playing.
Especially from that range.
Yeah. Give it to Love and Walker, Sloan and Van Leer, but don't you touch it in this end of the court. Get it off the glass.
Miss Scottie Pippen almost had the steal. 12 on the shot clock, and the Knicks to come in. They got Ewing back in the lineup, and Bill Cartwright getting ready to come back for the Bulls. 5:56 left. First half, Knicks have it in play. Vandeweghe against Pippen. Off the drive. Nice move by Vandeweghe. He's got 6. And the Knicks are within 6. Hodges outside shot. Tip. Livingston missed. And cleared by Jackson. The Knicks on the run. Quinnett drills the 3. And New York is within 3.
He just runs to the spot.
9 points for Quinnett. 7 in the second quarter.
That's what happens. Your 3-man doesn't hit his, and theirs does, and that really cuts it down.
Purdue had it chopped away. Pippen on the pickup. Now Hodges in the corner. It's a 2. And Purdue the offensive rebound. Back up over Quinnett. Ewing corrals it for the Knicks. Greg Grant pushing hard on the dribble. Quinnett again. And a foul called. He'll shoot 2. Foul is on Scottie Pippen. That's his second.
Scotty went too hard to try to stop that shot by Quinnett. He had fired it over the top of the basket. So Purdue and Scotty leave. Cartwright comes back in with Jordan.
Quinnett, a 79% free throw shooter, shooting 2. The Bulls lead is 3 and 5:01 left in the half. Quinnett's got 10 points.
And Starks has 11. 2 guys came off the bench.
Gave New York a lift.
They say Charles Oakley. Who's that?
Right. 9 straight points for the Knicks. They've cut the Bulls lead to 1. Livingston against Vandeweghe. Now Jordan from the outside. Michael Jordan has 16. John Paxson getting ready to come back for the Bulls. Vandeweghe against Livingston. Well, he gets to the basket a lot. He is fouled on this play. It's on Livingston. He's got a chance to tie the game.
I got to tell you something else. Kiki Vandeweghe goes to his left better than a lot of guys go to their right. Matter of fact, I think you got to take the left drive away from him. Here he comes in. Great extension. He's got great hands that he lays that ball up and over the rim. And Quinnett sits down, Kenny Walker back in. And you're right, they get a chance to tie it up here, and this guy is an outstanding free throw shooter, 91%.
The Bulls have John Paxson back in for Armstrong.
Here we go.
New York has wiped out the 10-point lead tonight that the Bulls have established on 2 occasions already. So the Bulls looking for another spurt with 4:20 roughly left to go in the half. Jordan screen roll with Cartwright. Good flip off pass to Bill. His pass inside to Horace. He'll get an assist. Horace Grant with 5.
They worked a pick and roll, Michael, and it worked very well to Cartwright, but when they stepped out to cover him up, Horace got the basket.
Ewing. Grant the rebound. Missed steal by Grant. Paxson. Jordan. Paxson to Cartwright. 12 to shoot. Cartwright against Ewing.
Oh, he bumped that.
Awful tough shot there, and now the 2 big guys go down off the ball. Here's Jackson getting to the basket. Mark Jackson scores, and it's all tied at 47. Jordan comes out, takes the open shot. Loose ball foul. Kenny Walker is 4th.
Kenny Walker can't get anything going here, Jim. And now Mustaf will have to come back for him. He just got back in the game and draws number 4. So Jordan will take the ball and put it in place in front of us here. 47-47. 3:27 to go here in the first half.
The inbounds comes to Grant. Jordan against Vandeweghe. All the way in from the left.
Oh, did you see that? Underhand, you got to put reverse English on that shot from that side. Come on.
I'm with you.
Come on.
He's made 2 baskets tonight
That we have not seen him.
Well, that's right. Not only that, but I don't think you can do it. Here's Greg Grant to Jackson. Now it's Vandeweghe in on Jordan. He's taken everybody to the hole. Kiki Vandeweghe with 11. The game tied at 49. Jordan got wrapped up before the shot. New York with its 3rd team foul. The foul is on Mark Jackson, and the timeout taken. 2:51 left for the half in Chicago Stadium. New York and the Bulls are all tied at 49.
Bulls fans, it's now time for the AT&T Law.
The Bulls have faced shorthanded here in Chicago Stadium, but the Knicks refuse to go away. Off the inbounds, Horace Grant swings it to Paxson. Here's Hodges over Jackson. It's a 2-point field goal for Craig Hodges, and the Bulls lead it by 2. 6 points off the Bulls bench in this game. Martin Jackson guarded by Hodges. They go into Mustaf in on Horace Grant. Horace snuffs his shot, but a foul call. That's the 2nd foul on Grant, and Gerard Mustaf shoots 2.
They pushed the ball down low. Horace thought he had a blocked shot, but he gets caught on it, and Phil looking for the offensive foul. We'll take a look and see. He waits. Well, he got a piece of the hand.
Mustaf, a 66% free throw shooter. Now the best he can do is draw the Knicks to within 1. In the 2nd quarter in Houston, the Rockets lead the Trailblazers by 6. Portland putting that 10-game winning streak on the line. Mustaf splits them. A 1-point Bulls lead. 2:23 left to go. Paxson is hounded by Grant, and a foul is called on Greg Grant. 4th team foul on the Knicks. There's an expression on John Paxson's face now that is self-satisfaction. He finally got that call, right?
Oh, I thought Paxson was going for the alley-oop.
Here's Jordan. And the rebound to Mustaf. Out they come to Grant. He comes hard on the push and double dribbles.
He went too fast for the ball. He's a little water bug that squirts along, Jim, and a ball he goes too fast. The ball comes up, but he's gone.
So now the Bulls are back with a 1-point lead. We near the 2-minute mark for the first half.
2 minutes to play in the first half.
John Paxson 4-3. Grant the rebound. Knicks back again with a shot at the lead. Grant shoots at top of the key. Left it short, and Hodges out with it. Craig Hodges all the way in on Mustaf.
Oh! Craig Hodges took the rebound coast to coast with a lefty layup.
3-point lead for the Bulls. Mark Jackson. Screen roll with Ewing. Guess who they didn't stay with?
Yeah, well, go behind the screen. Let Jackson shoot outside.
Ewing has 8. 1-point game. Cheeks getting ready to come back for the Knicks. That could be something that ought to be of the Bulls' concern. Jordan hangs one up there.
Oh,
Michael Jordan with 20.
another O.
The Bulls lead by 3. The thing that might concern the Bulls is that Maurice Cheeks has had a long rest in the first half. If he has to go heavy minutes in the second half, it shouldn't affect him. Here's Grant trying to get inside. Vandaway under to Grant, but he was standing out of bounds. Now Cheeks comes in for Greg Grant.
I thought they might be doing what happened Sunday, Philadelphia. They set Ricky Green down for a long time, and Andre Turner came in and played very well against them. But with 46.5, they're back in. Bullies with a 3-point lead.
Only 8 turnovers so far in the contest. Craig Hodges over Jackson. He was going for 3, and Ewing tracks down the loose ball. The Bulls were also going for the 2-for-1. They'll get it again on 24-second possession. The shot clock is at 15, about 8 difference. Martin Jackson trying to get in from the baseline. Good feed into Mustaf. A 1-point Bulls lead. 12 seconds, and Michael Jordan will handle it. It's Jordan against Vandaway. The Bulls spread the court. Cartwright goes into one corner to take Ewing out, and Michael scores on the drive with .9 left. Ewing trying to throw deep and does to Mustaf, and that's it. At halftime here in Chicago Stadium, the Bulls going for the season series sweep against the Knicks have a 3-point lead at 57-54. Where the Bulls lead the New York Knicks, but only by 3. With 3, and of course the Bulls have outscored the Knicks in points off turnovers 13-7. Of course, a big edge off the bench tonight. Brian Quinnett with 11 points. Kiki Vandaway with 11. Starks also off the bench with 11. Patrick Ewing has 8. Mark Jackson with 4. As for the Bulls, the same 2 guys who have been carrying the load lately. Michael Jordan with 22. Scottie Pippen with 13.
I guess if you break it down, Jim, our starters beat their starters by 21 points. Their bench beat ours by 23. Therefore, it's a 3-point game, but that's close. Somebody got a 3 in there for them.
Anyway, John McLeod has to be happy with it. Phil Jackson still searching for some impetus here with his club. There's something about the Bulls the last week or so that is missing.
I'll tell you, Ed, it's done a great job. John McLeod down that other bench, Jim, since he's been named head coach of the Knicks, they're 15th, 29-31. He's won 704 games in his career, and he's came into a hotbed situation where the general manager was taking all kinds of heat. He had some player rebellions and some different things, but he's got him playing pretty good basketball. Now he's shorthanded with Oakley out. And it could be Wilkins out, and it could be a team that we would meet in the first round of the playoffs, either Indiana or the Knicks.
And the Bulls will have the Pacers tomorrow night at Market Square, so they will back-to-back nights get a real up-close look at their first-round playoff opponent. Here's Starks working around a Quinnett screen. Open for Cheeks, and the Knicks are down 1. Maurice Cheeks with 4. 11:40 for the third. Paxson, Grant into Jordan, right to Pax. It's a 2-point basket for Pax. He was inside of the 3-point stripe.
Well, both of the premier guards. Cheeks hits his shot from the outside, and a long one by Pax. They answer the call.
Here's Starks directing traffic with 10 on the shot clock. And Vandaway Horace Grant collects the rebound. Now the Bulls with a chance to extend on their 3-point lead. Jordan into the front court. Here's Cartwright against Ewing. 12 to shoot. Packs it. Ooh, Packs almost has a three.
Pass.
Bill did not walk. He did not score either, but he did draw the foul, so he'll shoot two.
Ewing.
They call it on Brian Quinnett.
Underneath he goes, and it looked like Ewing. We might have got the ball, so it is on Quinnett. It's 2 shots. That pass back out to Paxson. They throw the pass not in John's rhythm so he can take the shot. It's always that he's got to collect it to get himself together for the shot. If it ever comes to him out there standing, he lines it up. When he's got his rhythm, he and Craig, they're the best in the business.
That's right. Cartwright with 5 points tonight. The Bulls lead is 4. 10:47 left in the third. In Houston, Portland is back to within 1 in the second quarter after they trailed early on by 8. Ewing the rebound.
Bulls need 2 more wins to tie their all-time best.
At 57. They look like 2 weeks ago they were a lock on 60. Over the top, the Ewing knocked loose. Cartwright to Jordan. Here come the Bulls out with a 4-on-2. And Horace Grant, strong to the hoop, draws the foul.
Kiki Vandeweghe stepping on in. I'll tell you, Bill Cartwright did one great job of keeping that ball. It was an alley-oop to Patrick Ewing on the other end of the court. And Patrick didn't get the shot. And Bill kept it alive. Then Michael came down. He gives it to Horace. Horace takes it on in. And Kiki Vandeweghe with the foul.
Horace was 1 for 4 from the free throw line in the first half. 10:27 left in the third.
Made his first one and he missed 3. So he's got the hat trick. You got to break it off here. All right, Horace, start a string again.
Now in our day, John, actually your day was a little bit ahead of mine.
Yes.
We wore wristbands, did we not?
Yeah.
Look where Horace wears his.
Yeah.
He hits them both.
Well, Scotty, Michael, you know, maybe styling. I don't know.
It's a 6-point lead for the Bulls. Starks hustles, lobs for Vandeweghe. Got Grant in the air, and then Scotty recovered nicely to knock it away. Scottie Pippen did a good job after Horace got beat on the baseline. Ewing over Cartwright. Patrick Ewing with 10. Paxson for 3. Ewing rebounds in front of Jordan. Now the Knicks coming back down 4. Cheeks. Ewing over Cartwright. Horace Grant snaps it down. Hacks through traffic, draws the foul on Maurice Cheeks. That's the first foul on Cheeks. New York with 3 team fouls early in the third. 9:47 left. Pippen left open. Scotty 7 for 7. 15 points for him. The Bulls have led by 10 twice tonight. Across the lane, Vandeweghe, and draws the foul.
Shot. What a great shot as he came across the lane. You know, a lot of guys will take the hook on that shot. He comes across the lane, and now he goes under Scotty's arm. He shows him a little bit of the hook, and great move. The ball falls in for him. Scotty on the foul, his third.
Vandeweghe's got 14 with that free throw. New York within 3. Now it's Pippen against Vandeweghe at the other end. Shot clock at 15. Here's Cartwright in on Ewing. Ewing the rebound. The Knicks down, looking to cut it to 1. They may go for the tie. This is a 2 by Starks. It's a 1-point game. Starks has 13. 5 straight points for the Knicks. Michael Jordan in on Starks. Shoots 2. Starks has his 3rd foul, and the Knicks with 14 fouls.
I got some information for Mr. Starks. Try to stay in front of Jordan. Trying to block his shot is a tough enough thing to try to do. Try to stay in front of him. His size, they've got him listed at 6'5", but I don't think it's any jumping match for Jordan. So try to stay in front of him, but when he gives you that fake.
That free throw by Michael gives him 23 points in the game. The Bulls lead it by 2. 8:46 left in the 3rd. Jordan's first basket tonight was a 3-point field goal. A 3-point lead for the Bulls against the press. Quinnett fires into Vandeweghe. Now Cheeks against Pippen. Cheeks a quick move to the hoop.
He knew he had a mismatch there. Scotty was looking for his man, and Cheeks just took up the slack.
That's why Cheeks is such a valuable player to this club. He's such a veteran. He really has a great understanding of the game. He knows against the full court press that the Bulls would have some mismatches right away, and he took advantage. 1-point lead, 8 to shoot. Scottie Pippen against Vandeweghe. A kick out to Jordan, a 3 over Starks. And the rebound to Cheeks. The Knicks back with a chance at the lead. Here's Starks with a 3. Scottie Pippen lost the ball to Quinnett, but a foul called on Quinnett. They are over the limit. 2 shots for Pippen with 8 minutes left in the 3rd.
The Bull fans have been befuddled here in the last 3 games. Don't you feel that?
I do, and you know what I'm seeing too, John, is that too often the Bulls give up on the transition opportunity and elect to get into the half court. In other words, if you've got Scottie coming full dribble and Vandeweghe is backpedaling, let him take him. You know what I mean? The other night, or the other day against Philadelphia, we saw Philadelphia guard Rick Mahorn on Scottie Pippen. Now out on the open floor, Scottie can take Rick Mahorn to the basket, but the Bulls were content to get into their half court set each time. And this is a team, as we've seen all year, if the opportunity's there, they need to push it. Pippen hits them both. The Bulls lead is 3. Cheeks under pressure in the backcourt. Pippen a foul. And that's the 4th foul on Pippen. 2 team fouls on the Bulls.
They will go. I would bet they would go if Scottie is guarding Vandeweghe. They'll go to Vandeweghe on this play down the court. Try to get one more. John McLeod normally senses something like this, and he goes after it. Let's see what happens.
I'll tell you what, they got it in the right hands. Cheeks. Nope, it's Ewing.
All right.
And Cartwright picks up the loose ball. So the Bulls with a chance to extend in the 3-point lead. Here's Grant in the mismatch against Starks. Now Jordan against Quinnett. Back into Horace. Tried to dish for Cartwright, and it's stolen by Cheeks. Cheeks left open. Cheeks has 8-6 in the 3rd. The Chicago lead is 1. Pippen trying to answer at the other end and does. Scottie Pippen has 19. The Bulls back to a 3-point lead.
There's an attack you're talking about. They get the ball up and go hard to the hoop, and they come up with something for it.
Indiana comes from behind to win tonight in Charlotte by 2. They were down by 19 points in that game. Here's Cheeks against Paxson. Cheeks over Cartwright. Jordan the rebound. The Bulls with a chance to extend. Jordan against Starks around a Cartwright screen. They double. Pippen into Grant. Scottie from the outside. Scottie Pippen with 9 for 9 today.
That was a long one too. He's starting to get that J down from out there.
A 5-point Bulls lead with 6:23 left in the 3rd, and the Knicks are taking time. Timeout New York, 6:21 for the quarter. It's the Bulls 72, New York 67. We'll be back in a moment. Team when Charitables presents Festivals 91, April 22nd at Lou Malnati's. It starts at 6. The evening features an Italian-style dinner and silent and live auctions of Chicago's greatest sports memorabilia. Call the Bulls Community Services Department at 312-943-5800. The Bulls and the Knicks got a good one working here. 6:21 remaining. New York 6-12 from the field in the third.
Kenny Walker back in the ball game. That's Paul Silas sitting next to John McLeod down there. What a great rebounder he was. Played with the Celtics, St. Louis Hawks, the Phoenix Suns.
In fact, I thought Paul Silas the best rebounder I ever saw. Inside to Walker for the layup. And then I saw Charles Oakley. Charles is in that class with Silas. The Bulls lead is 3 with 6 minutes left in the third. On the cut, Jordan in on Walker.
He looked like he took off wrong. Yeah.
Yep. The Knicks come back with Starks at the controls. Cheeks to Vandeweghe, spotted up in the corner for 3, and the game is tied. Kiki Vandeweghe with 17 points tonight. So for the Bulls, this is the 4th game in a row on the home court.
You know what they'd like to do? Get this one out of the way so they can sit these guys down in the 4th quarter, and it's going to be impossible to do.
Yep.
They got the game tomorrow in Indiana, which is a huge game.
This is the 4th straight game where they haven't been able to put them away. Jordan off the alley-oop. San Antonio, of course, at full strength. That's a quality club. You have a chance you might lose that one. But the other teams they have played, Orlando well below 500. The Sixers and the Knicks are injured.
He needs help.
Paxson has come up with a loose ball, and he's going to take a timeout. It's a 20. Is it a full or a 20? It is the 22nd timeout with 5:01 left. And while we have a moment, let's pause for station identification.
This is WGN-TV Chicago, America's #1 sports station.
You are way down there. You're way down, my man.
5:01 left. A 2-point lead for the Bulls here in the third. Get a chance to look at Michael Jordan working off the ball.
There it is. Just eye contact. Catches it and lays it in the basket.
2-point lead for the Bulls. Michael Jordan walks it up. He's only got, they just come across against a 10-second count with 1 to spare. Here's Paxson in the corner. Horace with a tip. Horace Grant again knocked away, and hustling for the pickup is Starks. Patrick Ewing over Cartwright. Horace Grant the rebound. Paxson at the controls for the Bulls. 4:27 left in the third. 74-72. The biggest Bulls lead tonight has been 10. They've had it twice. Michael Jordan hangs a pass off to Cartwright, wide open. Bill Cartwright has 7.
Just going to say, Bill has done his job, not touching the ball tonight, but negating Patrick Ewing, which he has done so well. The two of them were teammates at Air, practiced against each other every day. And
down the lane, Vandeweghe. Kiki Vandeweghe coming up with a big game offensively. 19 points for him tonight. New York within 2. Pippen driving on Vandeweghe. And it's knocked out of bounds by the Knicks with 15 to shoot. John Paxson goes out. B.J. Armstrong coming in. 3:45 remaining in the third quarter.
Michael may be looking for the dummy play here.
Be a tough throw over. Ewing is in the way. Pippen to Grant. Now it's Jordan against Starks. They cleared it. They double Michael. That leaves Pippen open for 3. Scottie Pippen.
He hasn't missed a
10 for 10 from the field. The Bulls lead by 5. Another $250 to Charitables from True Value. drive. Knocked away, but to Walker. And Horace Grant the rebound. Jordan ahead to Pippen. Armstrong spots up, right back cross court, stolen by Cheeks. Cheeks takes down Grant, offensive foul.
Good play by Horace Grant, hustling on back. Kiki Vandeweghe filled the wing. You don't see many mistakes by Mo Cheeks, but this time he runs right over Horace Grant, pick up his second foul.
Kiki Vandeweghe leaves the game. Brian Quinnett returns for the Knicks with 3:02 left in the third. A 5-point Bulls lead. Pippen against Quinnett. Works around a Cartwright screen. Hangs the pass off, knock loose. Pippen a pickup. Armstrong 6 to shoot. Scottie Pippen takes up slack. Now Armstrong fires. Big basket. Armstrong with 4. The Bulls open up the 7-point lead. Cheeks against Armstrong, 12 on the shot clock. Screen roll with Walker. Cheeks from 18 feet. Rebound on the floor. And dug out by Michael Jordan. 2:10 left in the third. Jordan against Quinnett. Pippen guarded by Cheeks. Now they go to Cartwright in on Ewing. Scottie again. There's his first miss. Ewing the rebound. Starks. Patrick Ewing against Cartwright. This game has been played at a Knicks pace for the most part. Quinnett for 3. The deflected ball to Grant. Now Armstrong on the push. Scottie Pippen. Works around the Cartwright screen. Shoots it on Ewing. Tip no. And on the rebound, a foul. Horace Grant will shoot 2.
That's Kenny Walker. It could be real bad luck.
It is. Kenny Walker with his 5th and a timeout taken. 1:25 left in the third. It's Chicago by 7, 81-74. Tickets on sale Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. Here at the Stadium box office. All tickets run outlets or call 312-902-1919. A limit of 4 tickets per person, and tickets will be lettered home game A, B, and C. Dates, times, and opponents will be announced.
The Bulls
later.
won't have any problem selling those playoff tickets, but it's a tough time to put tickets on sale when Uncle Sam wants to have your money on the 15th of April.
Well, not half.
Well, you know,
It's
30%, something like that.
Trent Tucker, who's been out a lot, is back in for the Knicks. He only played 6 minutes. He started the game, played 6 minutes.
He had a respiratory infection and didn't play against us up there, but long distance shooter, one of the great shooters.
And they also have Mark Jackson back in, so a new guard line, and Horace Grant missing the first of 2 free throws. Rattles home the next one. That is Horace, 4 for 8 tonight. It's an 8-point lead for the Bulls against the press. It's Ewing guarded by Cartwright. Now Mark Jackson against Armstrong. Shot clock at 13. Mustaf out high against Grant. 8 to shoot. Ewing in on Cartwright. Jordan snaps it down with a minute left in the third. Cartwright guarded by Ewing. Shot clock at 12. Horace Grant from 12 feet. And the Knicks come away with 46 seconds left in the third. Mark Jackson surveys the scene. Mustaf over Grant. Wide right, but to Tucker. Shot clock at 10. 33 on the big one. I don't know if the players are aware. Now they are. 5 to shoot. Jackson across the lane. Dumps it for Ewing. Good play. Patrick Ewing with 12. The Bulls will play it for 1. Leading by 6.
Quinnett's got to come over here and double. You got to get off a cliff right now.
Here's Jordan down the lane. Tip dunk, Cartwright.
Bill Cartwright on a slammo.
4 seconds. Jackson using a pick by Ewing. And Cartwright the rebound as the third quarter comes to an end with the Bulls in front by 8. 84-76. We'll be back with a fourth quarter after these messages. Enters for the Bulls to match up with Eddie Lee Wilkins. Cliff Levingston also out there. It is Armstrong, Grant, and Jordan to round it out. New York with Jackson, Tucker, Mustaf, Quinnett, and Wilkins. Michael Jordan against Tucker. Dumps it into Grant. It's loose, but a foul called. Oh, it's a 3-second violation on Stacey King.
3-second violation.
Stacey was going to get in the game in the first half, and then they came back, took Eddie Lee Wilkins out when Purdue was in there, so he sat him down. Now he gets his first chance.
New York with a chance to cut it to 6. 11:36 left. Tucker. Martin Jackson against Armstrong. 8 on the shot clock. Jackson slips in and shoots it up, no good. A foul on King. Jackson shoots 2.
He got hurt. Looked like he jumped in the chest of King. King didn't look like he moved on the play, but Mark Jackson working little man down.
Stacey jumped.
Yeah, he did. Held his ground. He had an offensive foul.
Yep.
Mark Jackson with that peculiar hand up before he shoots the free throw. Pretty good free throw shooter, 73%.
We got one, Mark.
New York within 7 after that first one. 11:22 left.
You don't want to let this club get too close, get down about 6 minutes. Ewing back, fresh legs.
Yeah.
He will dominate a game just as Jordan can dominate for the Bullies.
You're right. Levingston the rebound. The Bulls could use a hoop this trip. Off the drive, Armstrong. Tipped away to King. Horace Grant on the perimeter. Now Jordan against Tucker. 15 to shoot. Here's Jordan around the Horace Grant screen. Michael Jordan's got 28. And the Bulls have a 9-point lead with 10:48 remaining.
Michael quiet here in this quarter. I mean, in this last half, only 6 points.
Against the press, the Knicks finally get it in play. And it's Mustaf handling the ball against Horace Grant. They throw ahead to Tucker. Jackson guarded by Armstrong. 8 on the shot clock. Tucker from the outside. Hook it. Trent Tucker with 4. Now the Bulls have Jordan down in the post. They rotate him out and put King in there. 13 to shoot. Here's Michael against Mark Jackson. A dish for Armstrong. Horace Grant, a big offensive rebound. The Bulls keep the 9-point lead.
Well, the dish was for Armstrong, but the dessert was for Horace.
And now a timeout taken by the Knicks. This is a 22nd timeout with 9:54 left to go in the fourth quarter. The Bulls in front by 9. While we have a moment, a reminder that on the final day of the regular season, April 21st, 2:30, Detroit Pistons here. It's Miller Lite Fan Appreciation Day. The first 10,000 fans 21 and older receive a Bulls seat cushion and the chance to win other prizes courtesy of Miller Lite.
Jimmy, that was a good shot that B.J. Armstrong had. They doubled Michael. He had a nice shot from the baseline. It just caught the iron, went around and out. And as you say, Michael got doubled here. He threw it over to him. He dished it right to him, and it just caught the iron and came out. But Horace, working hard again, puts it back in.
That's a big basket because it keeps the Bulls up 9. Against the press, they come in. They've only got 3 to get it across the line. And a lob pass on ahead to Mustaf, and a loose ball foul on Levingston.
Cliff and
Pass
Mustaf.
interference all the way on that one.
It's on Cliff. He and Mustaf go down as they try to get the ball over the 10-second line in the back court.
.948 for the game.
You talk about beef colliding together. Here they go. Whoom. Something's got to give. And it did.
And now New York has it in play. Jackson against Armstrong. Works around the Mustaf screen. Foul on Armstrong as Jackson got into the lane.
You know, I think the Bulls are the only ones that I've seen of late, Jim, that play behind the screener. The guard plays behind the screener when there really isn't a lot of respect for the guy taking the outside shot. Whether it's Mark Jackson, who I think you might want to have pumping that baby up from out there. Mo Cheeks has not got that long range.
Jackson gets another. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Vandeweghe back into the lineup for the Knicks. Mustaf is out. 9:37 left. Houston has extended its lead against Portland. They lead it by 9 in the third. Jackson again. Yep, Jackson shoots in the silencer. The Bulls lead is 8. Armstrong into Jordan. They send a posse. Michael a quick hitting pass to Livingston, and Cliff responds with a loose ball pickup. He collided with Jackson.
Yeah, another collision is right underneath. Cliff gets his first hoop.
This is the third time tonight the Bulls have had a 10-point lead. 9:11 left. Vandeweghe from the outside. Horace Grant the rebound. Nope, lost it out of bounds. New York has it. Horace had the inside position on Quinnett.
Just a fingertip. Horace needed more to catch the ball. Quinnett sort of tapped it and went off. Horace loses a little bit of vision with those glasses too. They're great as they help him see what's going on in front, but somebody cranks him sideways.
Now Wilkins taking King to the hoop and draws the foul. Eddie Lee Wilkins going for a 3-point play. Stacey King with his second foul.
Stacey might not want to guard him so close, so far out on the floor. Once he started to go away to the top of the key, you might want to say, okay, I got you where I want you. But he tried to shut him off, and then he just got beat coming back to the hoop. So King, second foul, and Eddie Lee Wilkins.
Not a very good free throw shooter, 57%. Horace Grant rebounds his miss. 8:47 left. Horace Grant against Walker. Armstrong steps up.
It was in.
Tipped in by Livingston. Well, they give it to B.J. Armstrong. All right.
Yeah, if Cliff touches
That's
it,
true.
I think it's the big one.
Basket interference. 10-point lead for the Bulls again.
Back off. Back off.
And Wilkins takes King into the post, kicks out for Vandeweghe for 3.
Don't back off of that guy.
Rebound fight, loose ball foul. This one's on Wilkins. Eddie Lee Wilkins with his third. The Knicks' first team foul. Scottie Pippen back in for the Bulls.
Comes Patrick Ewing. Horace Grant's going to sit down. And so is Eddie Lee Wilkins.
Will Perdue coming back for the Bulls to take Ewing. And King will sit down. 8:11 remaining. Armstrong at the controls for the Bulls, who have a chance to go up by 12. If they score this trip, it's their biggest lead. Jordan against Walker. Good look inside to Perdue. Will trying to collect and scores on Ewing. You know, he did that last week in New York. He gave Ewing fits.
He did. He hit the boards well, and he did give him a hard time.
The Bulls up 12. Jackson off penetration. Jordan knocked it loose, but to Jackson, no reset. And now Tucker for 3. Long rebound to Jackson. Walker. Ewing. Draws the foul. Will Perdue on the foul, his second.
Boy, they had all kinds of shots at it. You get Tucker shooting a three. He missed the three. But then Kenny Walker helped him out by taking a long shot from the outside. But Patrick Ewing, he's been dynamite. He's 11 rebounds. Now, a guy that you don't even, he misses the free throw. A guy that you don't even know maybe has been around the boards today. You know that Ewing has got a ton of them, right? He's got 11.
Yep.
Horace Grant has 13.
Hodges is in and Jordan is out. If all things go well, Phil may not have to come back with Michael. The lead is 11 after Ewing hits the second free throw.
That's right. Now it's up to these guys to clean it up if they can.
7:23 left. They're going to come with a small guard lineup in a minute and really put some pressure on the Knicks. Here's Perdue. 8 on the shot clock. Pippen over Vandeweghe. Oh, Scotty rattles out, but will it jam on Ewing?
Ewing looking for the foul. Will said, don't look at me. You got to look to the official.
It's a 13-point lead for the Bulls. Jackson against Armstrong. BJ fights him to the baseline. Tough shot, Mark Jackson.
Well, they went behind that screen again and let him out of the box.
The Bulls lead is 11. 6:37 left. Armstrong on the move down the lane all the way. Draws the foul on Jackson. Armstrong shoots 2 after this timeout. The Bulls taking time. 6:29 left. And it's the Bulls by 11. 96-85. Perdue with a couple of big plays for the Bulls here in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound and follow-up dunk over Ewing.
All Ewing can do is turn around, look at the official and say, give me a break. Wilson, not me.
Now John McLeod comes with Greg Grant back in the lineup. A little 5'7" guard. B.J. Armstrong on the line to shoot 2. Jackson stays. He had starts at the scorer's table, but Mark Jackson's playing very well, and he elects to keep him in there. B.J. Armstrong missing the free throw. The Bulls have missed 8 tonight. 16 for 24. At the free throw line, Armstrong with the second one. He's got 7. The Bulls lead is 12. 6:25 remaining. Kenny Walker pressured by Livingston. Now Grant against Armstrong. Into Ewing. 10 to shoot. Outside it's Grant. Here's Jackson to the hole. Gets the layup. Mark Jackson with 10. That keeps New York within 10. Livingston not guarded by Walker. 12 on the clock. Cliff from the outside. And Ewing the rebound. John Paxson will come back for the Bulls in a moment. Here's Pippen with a steal and a pass inside, and Jackson grabs him in the backcourt. Jackson with his third.
Third team foul, 3 on him. Trent Tucker gets the call. Now Will Perdue leaves. B.J. Armstrong leaves. Wait a minute.
No, Will is
take the ball. Yeah, okay.
It's just Paxson for Armstrong. 5:45 left to go in the game. Trent Tucker back in, replacing Vandeweghe. Scottie Pippen guarded by Tucker. Here's Perdue, a drop pass to Pippen. Scottie's layup rejected by Walker. Scottie never really had control of the ball.
No, it's a good play to come out of that sideline, but Kenny Walker slammed it right back at him.
Scottie
good
was
play.
up.
Yeah, Scottie was just trying to finger roll it up.
8 to shoot. Perdue over Ewing. And the rebound to Walker. The Knicks down 10. Mark Jackson gets it into Ewing. The Bulls doubled in the post. Good play. Patrick Ewing dropped the ball to Tucker wide open for the layup. It's an 8-point game. 5:10 left. Paxson against Grant. Here's Livingston out of the post. Will Perdue, another offensive rebound. Trying to clear the zone, and they
Jump ball. You got to
tie him up.
Okay, now big jump ball by Will. He couldn't get the ball out of the zone.
Horace Grant coming back and Michael Jordan coming back for the Bulls. 4:57 left.
And Michael got himself a little bit of a rest there. Quite a bit of rest, really.
Yeah, he went out at about 7:50.
Watch the fast break. Watch the fast break off the tap.
And that's what they run to Jackson. He beats Pippen for the dunk. It's a 6-point game.
Man, I can see him. Well.
So the Bulls, who were up 13, now lead it by 6 with 4:38 left. Here's that game you talked about, John.
Yep, the 5-minute game.
Jordan under pressure. Paxson from the outside. Johnny Pax with another cold-blooded jumper. He's got 9. It's the Bulls by 8.
Well, Patrick's wide open now. Not now.
Off the drive, Greg Grant hands it to Ewing. He steps up on Perdue. Patrick Ewing with 15. Scottie Pippen to Paxson. 4:08 left to go. New York with only 3 team fouls. Here's Jordan off to Perdue. The open shot. Couldn't get it on the kiss. The loose ball to Perdue. Lost it. Ball on the floor and a loose ball foul on Will Perdue.
Yep. Will doing a little everything he can out there, swatting the ball down. They may come to Bill Cartwright here.
And that's what's happening with 3:56 left, although Will Perdue did a good job while he was in there.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Will gets a nice hand here, but Mark Jackson comes out with the free throws, and now a chance to make it a 4-point game.
The Bulls were in front 96-83. Right now it is 99-93.
Mark Jackson with a mixed bag up there at the free throw line.
99-94. Yeah, Jackson is 3 of 5 from the line, 13 points, 9 in the fourth quarter. It is a 4-point game.
It's amazing how a team can play much better, like the Knicks when they're hurt, of coming back on a team rather than protecting a lead like the New York.
Yeah, that's it. You're right there, and that same thing with the Sixers the other day here. 3:40 left, shot clock at 9. Jordan against Jackson. Michael beats him baseline. Cartwright on the tip.
Big time. Bill twice now has cleaned up on missed shots. Michael drawing a lot of attention.
11 points for Cartwright. The Bulls lead is 6. Now the Bulls in search of that defensive stop. Greg Grant to Ewing. Ewing doubled. Grant takes the shot. And Patrick Ewing, the offensive rebound. He rumbles into the lane. Off the glass. Nice move by Ewing. He's got 17. Michael Jordan on the advance. Jordan out to Cartwright. Scottie Pippen for 3. Horace Grant, the offensive rebound. Back out to Paxson.
Look at Pax.
Cartwright against Ewing.
Now help.
13 on the shot clock. New York a steal. Big play here. Wraparound move by Jackson over Grant. And he'll shoot 2. Horace Grant with his 3rd. And the Bulls having a big problem trying to finish off another outmanned opponent in Chicago Stadium. Timeout with 2:35 left. It's a 4-point Chicago lead. Lou Gossett Jr. looking on, along with a sellout crowd of 18,676. The 179th consecutive sellout. Bill Cartwright's pass was stolen. That set the stage for Mark Jackson's move to the hoop, and he drew the foul on Horace Grant. So he's on the line to shoot two. He can bring the Knicks to within two. In the fourth quarter tonight, the Bulls were up by 13 at one time.
Lou Gossett Jr. Last time I saw him, he was here with Chet Walker.
Remember that?
We talked a little bit. New York University. He said he had to make a decision whether he wanted to play basketball. He'd love to play for the Knicks, but he says he went into movies. I said, well, whatever became of you? He's done a great job. Okay, here we go. Jackson, a chance to close it. Boom, off the front of the rim, Jim.
It's 101-97 Bulls with 2:35 remaining.
Pensive looking bench.
They know the Pacers have already won their game. If New York drops this one, they're two behind Indiana. It's a three-point game. 15 points for Jackson, 11 in the fourth. Paxson pressured by Grant. That's tough because Grant, he's like Spud Webb. He can stab at that dribble so easily. Here's Pippen. Paxson to Cartwright. They double on him. Out to Pippen, 5 to shoot. A three by Scotty.
Oh,
wow,
bring it up.
Big one. What a big basket. His second three of the night. The Bulls up 6 with 2 minutes remaining. Ewing comes out of a double team. Kenny Walker over Grant. Walker the rebound and follow. The Bulls lead is 4 with 1:53 left.
Walker, pretty good defender, too. I mean, Trent Tucker.
And he's guarding Pippen. Jordan against Jackson. 8 to shoot. Here's Paxson, 6 on the clock. Paxson a dead end, shoots it any. Hits it, no basket.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a bad.
Yeah.
It's a 2. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's a 2 for Paxson.
Big time.
11. New York taking time with 1:32 left, and the Bulls lead it by 6. A cold-blooded shot by Scottie Pippen may have saved the day for the Bulls. A big three that lifted the Bulls into what is now a 6-point lead. John Paxson also with a clutch jumper. But Paxson's was a 2. 1:30 left. The Knicks on the attack. Jackson finds Ewing. He works Cartwright to the baseline and draws the foul. First foul tonight on Bill Cartwright.
Well, he went right in. They cleaned that side, went right into him. He turned it down. He wasn't going to take the outside shot. Even if he turned it over, he had to go to the hoop. You mentioned Scotty, Jimmy, 11 for 16. He's got 27 points. Now, Michael has only got 6 points in the second half. He had 22 at halftime. Scotty has come up with 14, and then that banger by Paxson on the other end, a big one.
The Bulls lead is 5 after the free throw by Ewing. He's got 18 points.
I thought maybe we'd see Starks and Quinnett coming back in the ball game. Now
you get Quinnett for Tucker.
Tucker leaves. Quinnett has 11 in the game.
The Bulls lead is 4. Off the press. Pippen delivers to Jordan. New York has a foul to take, remember.
I hope they take it. We get another 24.
1:12 left. Here's Scotty on the drive, and Ewing takes the foul on the dribble. Ewing with his third non-shooting foul.
All right, Bullies get the
new 24.
Yeah. Bulls get it back on a 24.
1:11 remaining. The Bulls nursing a 4-point lead. Looking for their 56th victory of the year. Pippen against the inbounds. It's loose. Paxson saves, but the Knicks is steal. How about this? Jackson leaves it for Ewing. It's a 2-point game. Patrick Ewing with 21. 1:01 left. Isn't there a number 23 out there that maybe you might want to put it in his hands? Now Jordan has it. Jackson has him. Cartwright in the corner. The Bulls with 10 on the shot clock. Paxson dancing free. Big basket here if it goes. Loose ball foul on the Bulls. Horace Grant. Horace Grant with his fourth.
They're going to shoot.
Yes, with 42.5 left.
They're going to shoot. Yeah, a chance to tie the game with 42.5. The Bulls making it hard here. This time, the Knicks team on the road, Jimmy, are 18 and 19.
Yep.
I mean, they are a tough road club. They seem to get away from Madison Square Garden, and they play really well. So Kenny Walker,
79% free throw shooter, hasn't been on the line tonight. It's a 1-point game. 42.5 left. New York is even at 106, and Phil Jackson is taking a timeout. 42.5 left. We'll return to Chicago Stadium after these messages. Back the Bulls with Carson's. Get your official NBA Central Division champion t-shirts and caps from Chicago's only official Bulls team shop at Carson Ferry Scott.
well, the Bulls would seem to have an advantage, Jim, that they should be able to get 2 shots to only 1 for the Knicks. Now, that's without any fouls involved. But I'll tell you who's done a pretty good job now. Greg Grant has come in, and he's able to stay with Pax a little bit better than Mark Jackson was staying with him, and Trent Tucker was over on Michael. But Jackson has done a pretty good job. They've taken the ball out of Jordan's hands here in the second half. Somebody has.
Pippen against Quinnett, 15 to shoot. Jordan looking for running room. Pippen finds Paxson. Pax on the bailout shot. Good hoop with 22.2 left. And now John McLeod takes time. The Bulls lead by 2 as John Paxson delivers in the clutch again. We'll return to the stadium after these messages. Right down to the wire with the Bulls again in Chicago Stadium. Tonight they lead it by 2 with 22.2 left. You know, we talk about this from time to time, John, as we take a look at the replay. The Knicks sent a posse at Jordan, and Scottie Pippen found Paxson, who sidestepped the great shot blocker in Kenny Walker and kept his eye on the basket all the while to put the Bulls up 2. But we talk about this. Sometimes you have too much time when you're coming in with 22.2
I thought they'd
left.
get 2 shots at it. But anyway, now I'm sure we're going to see Jackson on one side, Mark Jackson and Ewing setting up in a low post against Cartwright. Michael Jordan probably will be on Ewing. Now, Kiki Vandeweghe is back in. Trent Tucker is in. They've got 2 long-range shooters.
They're going for the win.
Let's see if they take it. No, they're going to come from the end of the court.
And they're going for the win. They've got their 3-point shooters
but
out there.
That's only to bail them out. You'll see him, Jackson, going at it with Ewing. I'm sure, cleaning the side.
Full court press for the Bulls. Jackson brings it up against Paxson. Stadium crowd roars to life. Here's Ewing against Cartwright. Cartwright stole the ball. Knocked it loose, and it is out of bounds to New York with 8.6 left. The Bulls unable to finish it off. Bill with a good play, had it loose, but couldn't grab it.
Patrick Ewing got the ball, Jim, starting to go to the middle. He pushes Cartwright off. Now he goes to the middle as he goes for the shot. Bill goes up, grabs the ball right out of his hand, but can't control it. It goes off his foot out of bounds. Scotty and Horace dive for it. But with 8.6 seconds, a timeout was taken by the New York Knicks. They'll have the ball right in front of you and I. Bill Cartwright with a big play. But if he could have wrapped it up. or even thrown it towards the other end of the court, huh?
And now 8.6 is a good, that's just about right. 8.6 when you come in. You've got plenty of time to come in and run an offensive set and use an option or two.
Well,
let's see if the Bulls take their delay of game here.
Yeah, the Knicks are 6-2 in overtime. The Bulls 0-2, as we mentioned, and both coming consecutive weekends, consecutive Sundays, in overtime games against, double overtime against the Boston Celtics, and then, of course, last Sunday against the Philadelphia 76ers. But you're right, Jim. We talked about this before. The Bulls have a delay of game call, one call to take. If you have two of them, it's a technical foul. And what they like to do is to get an idea to see what the Knicks are setting up. So when they hand the ball to the man taking the ball out of bounds, you're liable to see the defender guarding that guy jump up real close instead of giving him the room that he's supposed to allow him. He'll jump in, and then they'll have to whistle and set him back, but it'll give the Bulls a chance to see what some of the players will do as they break to their spot on the court.
Tucker is their best three-point field goal shooter, as you see, 412. Kiki Vandeweghe, 357.
They have no timeouts.
8.6.
They have no timeouts. Bench is on their feet. Remember the shot that Tucker hit in New York.
Yeah, he only had a tenth of a second to do that. Quinnett to inbound, and it's tipped out of bounds by Horace Grant. 8 seconds left. Well, they ran off 0.6.
Yeah, but they move it down. He set a violation for running.
Larry Bird did that in Boston Garden. He walked on the end line inbounding the ball, and they didn't call it.
One more second off. One more tenth of a second.
7.9 then.
Yeah. He said it's got to be at least 3/10 if he touched it.
So it's 8.3.
Well, at 7.9 they might put it at. Let's see what happens. Yeah.
They ran off 7/10 of a second.
Well, at 3. It was 8-3, wasn't it?
8-6.
8-6. Okay, here we go.
Quinnett again. It's Ewing. Quinnett, they run, and Cartwright finishes with a steal. The Bulls end the two-game losing streak, and it's Bill Cartwright who twice in the final seconds stole the ball, the last time for good. It's a 2-point Chicago win, and Miller is proud to donate $500 to Charitables for tonight's Bulls victory. 108-106 the final. We will recap in a moment.